Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to another fun episode of Tech Talk with Divit. Today on the show, we have a very interesting guest. She's a great cook. She does a lot of hiking, and she's great with yoga. Please welcome Teresa Short. Hey, Teresa, welcome to my show, Tech Talk with Divit. Thank you for coming. By the way, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and thank you, Divit, for letting me have this opportunity.
How are you doing today?
I'm very good, getting in the Christmas spirit.
Hey, I have some great news for you,
And what is
that? Well, you know this guy, Santa? He tells me, here he is.
Ah, yes.
Santa tells me you are on the nice list. and he's giving me all the reasons. He told me that you've been doing great cooking, you've been hiking, you've been doing a lot of yoga. So he's got you on the nice list.
Oh, well, thank you, Santa. Well, I think, Divit, I shared with you before, one of my passions is to bake, and Christmas time, I don't have to do the special candles because my house already smells like baked goods. I have to end up giving a lot of it away to neighbors because I overbake, but it gives us a nice, cozy Christmas feel. Actually, we just had our annual Christmas fiesta this past weekend, and I made spicy Mexican brownies and some pumpkin flan for our guest.
Oh, that's a mouth-watering treat. Wow, what are you getting for Christmas? What's your Christmas present?
So I have two sons, right? They're both adult young men, and since I'm planning a vacation in 2022, that is if COVID is over with, to go hiking in the French Pyrenees. And so I'm going to need walking sticks. So the boys have said, Mom, we've got you covered. No, they'll probably hide them in some kind of crazy package so that I don't know what they are, because I keep saying that my sixth sense is to always know what's in the boxes ahead of time.
You already know the surprise, right? So
I already do. Actually, we have this game even where I'll pick the package up and I'll say, I think this is this. And they'll be like, oh, how did you figure it out? So anyway, that's my big surprise this year. Also, I got a kitten, for Christmas. I was going to show her to you, but she's run loose again. So if she comes back before we're through the video, I'll show everybody.
Okay, nice. And so, what about the yoga? So you've been doing a lot of yoga, right? Why don't you tell our audience a little bit about? Maybe you can share some techniques, right? I'm trying to lose weight. Help me with that.
So I don't know that. So with COVID and being locked up for a couple of years, I'm very fortunate that I live in St. Petersburg, Florida, where our climate allows us to be outdoors. And in St. Petersburg, Florida, we have a very nice yoga network that's closely related with the businesses. So for instance, from March till November, we do poolside yoga at one of the local boutique hotels.
Wow.
And so I could do that all through COVID. Also, like the first Saturday of the month, we do yoga out at the park. It's part of Get Fit St. Pete program. And then we have a beautiful rooftop yoga that's actually very lovely this time of the year because you get to see the stars. And as you know, with yoga, it's very intertwined with your environment and the sun and the moon. And
I need that life. Wow.
And it's also, I think, technology is stressful, right? We're part of a consulting organization, and customers need to have systems running at all times. So there are many times that things don't go as you intend and requires people to work a lot of long hours under very stressful conditions. Yoga is very good for me to be able to handle that level of stress To your point, there are a lot of breathing exercises that we do
Really?
um,
Oh,
to help relax. There's just a lot of actually the yoga practices are to remove yourself from all that stress of the world and really just to be getting inside of yourself and taking self care of yourself both mentally and physically. So that's why I love yoga. And even as part of my hiking vacation, the woman who leads the trek actually starts each day with some form of yoga. In that particular case, I think it'll be better for the stretching because I'm going to be doing anywhere from 4, 6, 8 hours worth of hiking every day. So my
how
body's
much? 48 hours? Wow. That's
4 to 8 hours, depending on where we are going that day. So even though I think mentally, there won't be a lot of stress, physically, there will be a lot of stress and I'm going to need the stretching. I'm not a natural stretcher, so I need to do it. So anyway, though, yeah, I'm been on a big yoga kick probably for the last 7 or 8 years. I absolutely love it and certainly recommend it for other people who can make the time.
Well, you should probably make some videos on like inhale, exhale stuff and how to do yoga. I'll come to you for all the advice. Where are you going for your hiking?
So we're, like I said, going to the French Pyrenees, the Basque Country, and then we'll go over to the Spanish side to the Odessa National Park. But we'll get a little break between each one, and then
Tell me about your org, the consulting org. How are we helping the customers? What your org does? How do we ensure customer success? How does that work?
Sure. So I lead a technology delivery team for North America, where we're doing actually on-prem as well as cloud delivery type of work. I'd say one of the number one things that we were doing, because you were telling me I'm going to ask you what's your team doing, is we listen. I think the biggest thing I can say about our team is that we listen, and we're trying to understand what are our customers really trying to accomplish? What business problems are we really trying to solve? And then with that, we're coming up with a solution. A lot of what we're seeing right now is a push towards modernization. And modernization comes in various different flavors. We're modernizing some customers off of mainframes. I know we've been talking about it for like a decade, right? That the knowledge, the skills of people who understand mainframe technology is getting older and older in the marketplace. And so therefore, people do need to modernize their systems. But it's becoming a reality, right? We've been talking about it for 10 years. It's a reality now.
Wow.
So, and those are really, those can be very long, anywhere from, 3, 5, 7-year projects to actually do a true mainframe modernization. We are not the experts on everything, but Oracle has a large partner network and really collaborate very closely with those partners who understand the mainframe technology very well. And in that modernization, we're seeing a lot of move towards microservices. I think microservices are a great way to go forward, right? Because that allows us to see features much sooner than waiting for 6 months or 12 months to actually do a release. And then one of our primary goals is to make sure our customers are using Oracle technology the way it was intended to be used. So within my team, there's a big stress on enablement. We have labs. The cloud has made it to where we can spin up, whether if the solution's in the cloud, that's great. We can provision that very, very quickly. But moving on-prem payloads to run on OCI also allows us to have access to labs much faster than we've ever done in the past. Wow. And so from an enablement perspective, right, where our customers are expecting Oracle consultants to be the absolute best in the world in what we do, it allows us to get access to early software, beta release software, where we can start playing with it ahead of time. We have very close collaboration with our product managers to where we understand new features, ahead of the market so that we can already be getting our hands on the technology.
Wow, that's a lot you do. I hear a lot from my customers. I mean, they are trying to move from, a monolithic architecture to microservices. I'm sure your team is doing great work over there. And have you recently helped any customer with, moving their entire on-prem footprint onto cloud, something on those lines? Do you guys do that a lot?
Yes, we do that. We, many of our customers, of course, are moving the Oracle applications to run on the cloud. And with those applications, you're moving an entire ecosystem, right? You're worried about security. You have to log into the applications when they get on the cloud. There are other applications that are very important that you need to integrate to. And then, almost all of those applications have some form of analytics with it. So as a result, very often we're moving the entire payload, the entire ecosystem. In some other cases, it's all a journey, and the journeys are very different for every customer. Some people want to do it in steps, and that's fine too. That's where I think we've seen all the various different patterns. Well, not all, but we've seen enough patterns that we can provide the right advice. If network latency is not an issue, then you can move things a little bit slower and a little bit more in pieces. And, based off the size of an organization, what they're willing to take on, that's the journey is different for everyone.
Nice. I mean,
I'd say the other big focus right now is security, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's worried about security. Everybody should be worried about security. And I think that's an area where my team, really excels in taking advantage of, Oracle is also creating many new products. Our new footprint in our identity suite is now microservice based. Oracle has provided at least 3, if not 4, new microservices that our customers can start taking advantage of. And those features are staying current with what the problems in the market are. So I'm very excited about the kind of work that we're doing with security right now.
I've seen a lot of stuff from your org around ransomware. So yeah, I'm quite aware of that. So yeah, great job over there. And is your cat still around, or?
I didn't know if you heard that noise. The cat likes to scratch, and I don't know if she'll. You remember I had a Christmas pin on when we started.
Yeah.
The cat pulled it off, and now she's playing with it on the floor. So if she gets close on the chair, I'll pull her up so everybody can see her. But right now she's like a kid playing with their Christmas toy underneath my feet right now.
Well, that's what they love, right? So yeah, but yeah, thank you for coming on the show. It's been great. It's been fun talking to you. Thank you for sharing your wealth of knowledge with us. I can't thank you enough for coming on the show. It's been really great.
Oh, well, thank you, Divit. And I wish you and your family just a super happy, healthy holiday, and looking forward to working with you more in 2022.
I'm looking forward to seeing your pictures from your hiking. You're going to some nice places. I would love to see some pictures. Do share those. Okay,
I promise. Maybe I'll even do like a namaste from the Pyrenees for you.
It'll be fun. Enjoy your trip, Teresa. Thank you for coming on the show.
All right. Thanks, Divit.
Thank you.